All right. Well, I was up last night and the night before, and I was processing some changes that I needed to make in reference to this channel and what I say and my choices and my decisions around what I'm going to do next with everything. And I use music and watching others process through different forms of music, whether it be music videos or dance troops, singers, whatever. But watching them process through their art is a very big way that I use in order to process through my art, which is verbal word. The verbal word that gives others an opportunity to have a divine touch through me. It's kind of a lot to say, right? But it took me a long time to realize who I am and what I do and why I do it. So there it is. So I was looking at it and I realized that a part of my very soul is not being nourished and fed. I am, in essence, killing it by not following through on my dreams. And there may be many of you that have that same feeling, that you wake up and the day is just not so joyous. And you've noticed that lately there's a bit more bitterness and resentment to how you see things. It's not as easy to be maybe optimistic or positive or see the gratitude for things. It's not as easy to process through being grateful for whatever career or job that you've chosen for this time. Things have gotten harder. It's harder to process through doing something that doesn't feed your soul. And if that's the case, it's okay. And as long as you have breath in your body, you still have another opportunity. How awesome. So I'm going to say and encourage everybody that's watching to go for the next step. It's time to do it. It's time to do it. It's time to take it. It's time. Don't you think? Aren't you tired? Aren't you sick and tired of being sick and tired? I'm sick and tired of being effing sick and effing tired. I'll have to watch my language. So I'm going to do it. And I use daydreams as a mode to creation of the world that's around me, the world that I inhabit. I use the dream of the day in order to create that. So my steps and my process, which I will share with you, and unfortunately you have to learn your own because we're such a varied myriad of beauty and perfection that God has given us. We all have to process through the best way for each one of us to get what we require to enjoy this life, to find our serenity and peace here. So for me, I daydream. I think about what it would look like if I had what I wanted the most. And then I allow myself to go into the daydream in such a way to allow the emotionality of that completion to find me there in that vision. But it has to be complete, so I have to draw in the elements of what does the sun feel like on my skin? Is the wind blowing? What does it smell like? Are my feet comfortable in my shoes? I mean, little details. Do I have nervousness or sweat? Am I ready for what I'm about to do? Have I given it enough time, and am I connected to the divine enough in order for all of us to have a beautiful experience for that day? Whatever it is, I allow that vision in the daydream to become a part of my very real reality. And then I take steps in the process of daydreaming, like this step. Like I go ahead and participate in the creation. I have to create. So I'm going to do a tape, go and work on a side business, take a look at some new options, buy something that's going to make it, some residual income, something like that. I have to participate in the vision of getting there, even though I don't necessarily know the next step. I was watching Chicken Soup for the Soul, or, you know, some of those things that come with that. And Jack Canfield said in one of them that, you could go from one part of the United States to the other in dark with only just your headlights as a guide towards that. And that touched me. You don't need to know. As a matter of fact, the more I learn, the more I know. The more I don't know, the better it is for me. Because all of those things that were built in from other people, my blockages, all of those things get in the way of me actually accomplishing what I look for when I think too much and process too much in the outcome. The best way for me is acceptance, is just to accept that it's done. I don't have to get into all of everything. When it is time for me to do something in the process, then it will reveal itself. It'll reveal itself, and then as long as I don't choose not to, I do it, and I'm one step closer to finishing it. But I don't have to, I'm not as driven. I create, and but I'm not as driven as some people. I wish I was, sometimes I really do. I wish that I cared enough to be that driven, but I don't. I don't, I choose not to work hard. I do. It took a long time for me to get rid of all the extra layers of crap that people put on me that say that things require it to be difficult. And I just said, I choose to believe that it doesn't require to be difficult. Now, that doesn't mean that it won't be. It doesn't mean that I won't have days where I have to press through and breathe through it and work through. If you hit a new yoga position that's hard and it hurts, and you have to hit it and breathe through it and accept the discomfort all the way through till it's over and you move to the new position. Same thing, you know. But even that usually isn't very difficult. It's just uncomfortable. It's just uncomfortable for however long it takes to get through it. It's uncomfortable. And nobody likes to be uncomfortable. I don't like to be uncomfortable. Nobody I really know enjoys discomfort unless you like working out. But, people that like to work out learn to enjoy the discomfort because they know that it's giving them the results that they're looking for. So if you can learn to tie your reward system towards your workout, towards your vision for the life that you want, and accepting that discomfort is a very important part of that, then you could probably line up your reward system appropriately so that you can then start to enjoy the discomfort, knowing that you're one step closer. But I guess that just depends on the person. I don't like discomfort in any way. I've always been known as a person to shy away from anything that creates it. I don't like discomfort for anything. But most of the things that I have to get to the other side of require it, and I accept it. And the things that I choose, anything I choose to put myself into, I will be the best at it. That's all there is to it. That's all. That's all there is. That's what I've chosen to believe, and that's what I've chosen to do. So I go ahead and go through it because I have no choice. Can't be the best if I don't pay the cost to arrive there. And there's a cost for everything. Nothing is free. Now, it doesn't mean that the price is all that big. It doesn't mean that it takes all that much. But nothing is free. I didn't say nothing is easy. A lot of things are easy, just not free. So, anyway, let's say this because I think I'm going to start saying this for everything. Look, I love you already. I need you already. And I haven't even sent this out yet. I identify with you already. I hope that you feel the same way about me. But I'm going to ask that you like this video, like it, and watch it, share it, because you matter. I need you. You need me. We need thee. You matter, and your decisions matter, and your hopes and dreams are important. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have all of your dreams come true. You are worthy of getting everything you desire to have. You'll be seeing me soon.